is so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in. Do you ever feel already buried deep?
All right, welcome to another installment of Wardy Screencasts. Today we're going to work on how to select a book to read. As I've mentioned before, I myself grew up saying I hate to read. Yes, a language arts teacher said he hated to read. However, it's not that I hated to read, it's I hated being told what to read. Luckily, many of my students have choices and they can select what they want to read. However, just walking up to the library and picking out a book, just picking up any random book is not the way to go about it. Going to the section that your friends go to may or may not work. You should pick something that's good, it's at your level, that is among your interests, and we're going to show you how to do that today. Alright, so now that we've established what we are going to do, alright, book selections. Yes, we have The Fault in Our Stars. You know, there are many books out there that are just great. Alright, what is a just right book? Think about that for a minute. What do you think is a just right book? How do you know you've chosen a book that is perfect for you, one that you're going to enjoy? If you pick out a book of something that you're not going to enjoy, it's not your interest, chances are you're not going to enjoy the book and you're not going to want to finish it yet. Alright, Bookmatch. This is a strategy. There are many strategies out there that can help you pick out a perfect book for you, one that you'll enjoy reading. Bookmatch is one of those, courtesy of readwritethink.org. And we're going to go over the steps in Bookmatch that will help you choose a book that is right for you. B, this refers to book length. Right, don't pick something that's really small that you're going to get done in an hour necessarily. At the same time, if you have 2 weeks to read a book, you don't want to pick out a 700-page book. You know, maybe you pick out a smaller book this time and then you get it done earlier than you need to. You can dive into a bigger book. So you want to judge how long it takes you to read a book, how long it takes you to read a page, and make sure you give yourself enough time. The next thing is ordinary language. If you look at this quote, our ordinary language has no means for describing a particular shade of color. Thus, it is incapable of producing a picture of this color. Let me let that sink in for a few seconds. So if we look at this quote, it's basically saying you need some good descriptive language to bring that book to life, to put those pictures in your mind. You know, in ordinary language, yes, it's easier to read a book with ordinary words. Nice, great, that's just great. But it's more interesting to read a book that plays with word choices, more descriptive. It's outstanding, tremendous, fantastic. Much better than good. Next one is organization. All right, preview the book. See how long are the chapters. Are there chapter titles that will help break it up for you, give you an idea of what it's about? Are there pictures or graphics, especially within nonfiction or informational text? Sometimes it might be hard to understand. Those pictures and graphics will help you. K. All right. Prior knowledge. You've probably heard this before. You want to activate your prior knowledge. What do you already know about the topic? The book, the author. If the book was a movie and you've seen the movie and you loved it, you might be apt to really enjoy the book. Take a shot, read it. If so, you might enjoy it. If not, it's okay. Don't simply push it to the side. Maybe this is another chance to find something else you're interested in or a new author. Manageable text. All right, here's my suggestion. Flip to the 2nd page, 5th page, 10th page. It does not really matter what page it is. Count the number of words you are unfamiliar with. If you encounter 5 or more unknown words on a page, maybe the book is a little too tough for you. All right, we don't want to go too far. We want to find a book that's just right for us. At the same time, if you know every word on the page, or only maybe there's only one that you don't know, that book could be too easy. And again, while it may be easy to read, it may not be interesting. You might read it and really not comprehend it because you're kind of just rushing through it. A, appeal to genre. Choose a genre that matches your interests. If you love fantasy, pick a fantasy book. If you love mystery, mystery book. There will be times this year where we'll say we need to do this certain genre. But other times, pick a genre that you generally love. Topics. Topic approach. Look at the book. See if you can figure out the central topic, the central idea of the book. If it's about sports and you are a sports fanatic, that probably is going to be a book you're interested in. If it's about fishing, maybe you don't love fishing, that may not be something you want to read. So look at the topic, see what it's actually about. Again, we don't just pick it up because the book cover looks awesome. No, we want to put some thought into this. This is going to be your book for 2 to 3 weeks. Put some thought into it. All right, ways to do this. Look at the title. This is what we call the surveying the book, really. Look, analyze it, the pictures, and ask yourself, am I comfortable with this topic? Am I ready for this? All right, if you're comfortable with the topic, you're ready to read it, it might be the book for you. C, making connections. Now, not necessarily connections with other people, although you could. This would be your text to text, text to world, and text to self. All right, it'll help you engage you as a reader. If it's written about something that you can make personal connections to, and it reminds you of stuff you've read, stuff you've seen, movies you've seen, experiences you've had, you're going to be able to picture what's happening in the book that much better. It's going to be a more engaging book for you. H. All right, this high interest. Ask yourself these questions. Now you've gone through the other steps. You have this great book. All right, ask yourself a few questions. All right, one you're going to ask yourself is, am I interested in finding out about this topic or these characters? What is my purpose for reading this book? Remember, we have to have a purpose. I've told my students we need to have a purpose when we annotate. We don't just annotate just for annotation's sake. Don't just read. All right, have a purpose in mind. Maybe it's you want to find out about a topic. All right, have my friends suggested or recommended this book or author to me? If they have, I may very well be interested in it. All right, so you want to make sure you're going to be interested in the topic, the characters. You have a good purpose. All right, once you've done all this stuff, you're ready to read. All right, you will most likely have a book that is yours, and then you too could be sitting there reading and enjoying it.